The age of distraction is a defining feature of the contemporary landscape. As a result, the art of focus has emerged as the ultimate differentiator between those who excel and those who continue to be lured away by the allure of diversions. This new era, which has been ushered in by the prevalence of platforms such as YouTube Shorts, TikToks, and Reels, has heralded in an era of decreased concentration and attention spans. Nevertheless, it is an indisputable fact that endeavors of significance call for undivided attention and concentration. The undeniable fact that intense concentration is the driving force behind the creation of fruitful work lends credence to the importance of this characteristic. When compared to 3 hours of disorganized and unfocused work, the productivity gained from just 1 hour of dedicated and focused study is far superior. In order to achieve a higher level of focus, the first step is to define your objectives in detail. Having a clear objective in mind before beginning any project is absolutely necessary. To achieve this objective, it is important to break it down into more manageable chunks that can be accomplished in stages. This will prevent the mind from getting distracted by things like YouTube or social media. Maintaining a strict adherence to deadlines is a crucial component in achieving maximum levels of productivity. It is a well-documented phenomenon that the amount of work expands so that it can be completed within the allotted amount of time. The setting of deadlines, even ones that are self-imposed, instills a sense of urgency that catapults productivity to new heights. The dangers of procrastination can be sidestepped if one makes it a point to force themselves to finish tasks within the allotted time frame. However, there are challenges involved in maintaining focus. The itch phenomenon, which can be defined as the propensity to lose focus after only having been intensely engaged for a short period of time, is a common challenge. Conquering this urge is essential to keeping one's focus in the task at hand. Conquering this initial apprehension helps to cultivate resilience and contributes to sustained concentration. A person's capacity to concentrate can also be impacted by physical factors. A more alert and focused state can be achieved by maintaining good posture, particularly by sitting upright with the shoulders squared and the chin held high. On the other hand, reclining while working makes it easier to fall asleep, which undermines the cognitive engagement that is necessary for focus. In addition, being exposed to natural light plays an essential part in the process of regulating circadian rhythms. This is especially true for people who spend significant amounts of time working on computers. This practice invigorates the senses and strengthens focus, and it can be accomplished by either letting in the morning light by opening a window or by going outside to bask in the sun. Maintaining one's concentration requires a significant amount of emotional investment. The ability to maintain concentration can be improved by associating a task with a positive emotion, such as happiness or joy, even though the activity itself may not be particularly interesting. Fostering sustained focus requires associating the completion of these tasks with a sense of accomplishment. This is especially important when it comes to larger goals that have a greater impact. Eliminating as many potential distractions as possible is essential to developing concentration. Focus is made more difficult by music with distracting lyrics and by audible interruptions. A state of focused mental activity can be induced using binaural beats with a frequency of 40 Hz, according to research. These beats can be utilized to improve one's ability to concentrate, which is especially helpful for individuals who live in noisy environments. Given the significance of rest and rejuvenation, it is imperative that workers take breaks of 5 minutes every 90 minutes. During these breaks, engaging in activities that stimulate the body and mind, such as going for a walk, stretching, or listening to some of one's favorite songs, helps one better absorb the information being presented and assists in resetting one's focus. The regular practice of meditation makes a significant contribution to the development of focus. Extensive research has shown that meditating for just 13 minutes each day for 8 weeks results in a significant improvement in cognitive function as well as focus. Through its ability to combat the onslaught of distracting thoughts, meditation fosters an atmosphere that is more amenable to sustained concentration. Both cognitive function and focus are significantly influenced by factors that are of a biological nature, such as diet and exercise. Your energy levels will remain stable throughout the day if you eat a breakfast that is high in protein and does not contain an excessive amount of sugar. Increasing the amount of blood that flows to the brain through the performance of physical activity, particularly an hour or two before performing work that requires concentration, results in improved cognitive performance. The importance of getting enough good sleep cannot be overstated. It is an essential aspect of maintaining focus and has a direct influence on both one's level of productivity and their mental clarity. In addition to this, there is a correlation between IQ and the production of growth hormone, which further demonstrates the significance of sleep in developing a focused mindset. However, the development of habits is the single most important factor in determining sustained levels of productivity. By establishing rituals in which focused work takes precedence over other activities and distractions are kept to a minimum, one can train the brain to operate in this mode more frequently. Changing one's behavior requires making the shift from mindless distractions to efforts that are intentional and concentrated. The mood for the rest of the day is largely determined by the morning. It prepares the mind for focused and productive endeavors to begin when one begins the day by resisting the temptation to give in to the allure of quick dopamine fixes, such as scrolling through one's social media feeds. Dopamine is naturally present in the body, and if you tackle difficult tasks in the morning, when alertness is at its peak, you can take advantage of this and get a head start on being productive. The application of these principles calls for an approach that is conscientious and proactive. Understanding and intention are important building blocks, but taking actual action is what will ultimately determine whether or not you are successful. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who simply dream is the ability to move from reflection to action. Individuals are able to forge a path towards success despite the cacophony of distractions that characterize the modern era if they commit to the practice of focused, intentional labor and work.